Hi everyone, Carol here from Carol's Crafty Ways. Hope you're all okay. Looking forward to the Easter weekend. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a colouring video. I've got this lovely stamp, Jeeves and Worcester, and we're going to colour this one in. I like it and I love this sentiment. I didn't do it. It's my dog's down to a T. So we're going to colour this one in Copic. So let me tell you which Copics we're going to use. I have my darkest colour is E79, then I have E47, E57, E35, E31, and then I've got my black 100 and C7 out just to do the sort of nose. But I'm also going to team it up with some polychromos for Faber-Castell just to give it a bit more of an highlight. So just taking it to the next level, and with that I'll be using Sansador. It's a solvent that you can use with polychromos. Memento, and then I've just got a little blending stick. Okay, so let's stamp one of these up. Obviously I've got my paper down because obviously the inks will go through. I'm going to do it that way around. Good. Lots of tapping. These are lovely stamps. I love pink ink stamps. I absolutely adore them. Body on there. So I'm just going to turn it around because I do like to stamp sideways. We'll stamp this and then we'll trim it down for the card. I'm thinking I'm just going to make this into a simple, just A6 card. The stamp, beautiful. Okay, just clean that stamp up. Okay, so bring our Copics in, and again, as you know, I always colour opposite way round. So I just put those up there for the time being. So I'm going to take E79, the right side, and I'm literally going to start at the bottom here because this is where the darker shading would be, and just across the top of his leg there. And then I'm going to take E47 and I'm going to blend out that colour, going over the top of the colour that we've just put down so it blends. Then I will take E57, and again I'm going to go over the top, come further up. I'm just going to work on this section here. And then I'm going to take E35, and again I'm pulling all of that colour that I've just put down and then E31, just a lighter colour. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to work on this back leg here. So again, I'm going to take the darker colour, which is E79, and it's naturally going to be darker on the pads, and then just up the side down here. and then E47. I tend to do little flicking motions. And then E57. And you can do this dog any colour. You could do it your greys. E35. And I'm just going to leave a section just to give that highlight. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start down on this leg here now. And again, I'm going to take the darker colour, and it would naturally be darker around there. Then E47, just a little bit of that. E57, and then just E35. Sometimes I use the 4 colours, sometimes I don't. I'm going to start here, and I'm just going in between, and then along the side here, and just, I mean, this stamp's good because it has got some of the shading already in for you, so you actually have an idea. E47. And then E57. And again E35, and we won't use the other one because it's naturally going to be darker there. Okay, so now we'll finish this foot and leg. E47. E57. I will come back in and do his claws with the black. I hate that squeaky noise. Okay. E35. I'm going to stop that there. We'll come on to this section and E79. E47. E57. E35. And that in. Okay, I'm going to do is the bushy tail now. Again, I'm going to take E79. And then E47. E57. E35. And I'm just going to leave a tiny bit. Like that. Okay, I'm just turning around. I'm going to go round his ears just here. So this is darker just here. And around here. And across his nose there. just press there, and we can go right round. And then we'll get E47, and I'm going to go across the top of the ears for this. Okay. And then we'll take E57. Okay, and then we will take E31 on the face. We'll come in and do the eye shortly. I'm just going to come back in with E30. Oh, got me the waist bin. Right in a moment. Just come back in with a little bit more, and I can actually. Now, this pen's going to need a refill soon. And this is where I really, really now want to blend those colours together. This is where you can go over the entire project done to blend it through. Okay. So I'm going to come in now and I'm just to gently do some black claws, just with the black. And then I'm going to just come in and do a little bit of black around the nose, and then go over with the C7. And then I'm just going to blend that black out with a bit of dark. And then E35. Okay, so what you can do is you can take a black gel pen, make sure it's working, and you can use a gel pen to darken the eye, because the problem with using these, you've got to be really, really careful. So I tend to just use a gel pen. And then you can then just lightly go around the eye where that would be a little bit darker. Take that out with your 35. Sorry, I just used 47 then. And then over with this one to blend out. And then take a white gel pen and just do that dot in the middle and the bit on the end of his nose there to bring that through. If you feel then you want to do some sort of more shading, then you can do, but what I'm going to do now is take my Polychromos, my Samsonite, and I should have somewhere a bit of sponge. I don't know where that's gone. Oh, it's alright, I can use this. Because it's good if you put a bit of this into the cap. And then sit the sponge, let the sponge soak it up, and then take this from the sponge, because you need to wet the end of this blender tool. And I'm going to take my dark brown, and we're just going to bring some of this colour in to accentuate and blend. You think it's not going on, but trust me, it is. Down the front of this leg here. I love the smell of it. Okay. It just darkens up that shading. Top side of the tail. And we'll go up this side. And just up in between his, I call them toes, I guess the feet, to just accentuate those. Okay, and then I'm going to do a bit round here. Whatever you've got on your stick will last quite a while. Just go down here. I've gone quiet, haven't I? Not talking to you. and I'm just happy with that now. Okay, put that in the paper right here. Put the lid on before I spill it. I'm just going to get a card. Now I can either do this on an A5, which I think I might do. Not an A5, sorry, a 5x7. See if I can, if not, it will go on an A6. Let's see how we get on with that. I need to trim that down a bit more. Hope you're all doing something nice over Easter. I think I'm going to just craft. I'm not sure we were expecting really nice weather, so just trim down a bit more. I just want a border around it on the side, just do it that way. And I'll come down here a bit more. I think it's always good to stamp on it. It's not very level at the top, is it? It's always good to stamp on a larger piece, because if you do make mistakes, then just get that straight. Okay, so I'm not going to mount it. I'm just going to take my Sharpie pen, chisel tip Sharpie pen, and I'm just going to go around the edge. This is a great way of not having to mount something. Okay. And that will sit on top of there like that. Actually, that might. I'm going to trim that off, and I'll tell you for why. Because it's on Copic card, it has bled a bit, so we will mount it on a piece of black. So I've learned something today. Sharpies bleed on your colouring card. I'll just get a piece of black. Gosh, my black's mixed up because I have thick card for embossing and then thin, but it's all in one. This feels quite thick. I want to mount it on any of that. That's okay. She'll have to sort that out. Let's cut this out. I think the beginner team wants a bit of a sharpness. Okay, right. So before I do that, I want to use some more bits of the stamp. Wherever I've put the stamp, here we go. because I want to put this sentiment on, and I might use the paw. But what I will do is I'll use Versamark, because Memento is not really good for stamping sentiments, I don't think. And I want to put this in the top corner that says I didn't do it. Sorry if my head is in the way. There we go. And then let's get this one. I think we need a paw print. Sorry, let me just turn that off. And let's pop a paw print. I think in this corner. And then you can put whatever you want. If you want to do an happy birthday, I mean, I would simply leave mine like that. Okay, let's get some glue. And then make this into a card. I have done a couple of these as well. I've got a stamp that actually says, "I'm sorry for the loss of your dog," which I think is quite sweet. But then, you know, you might put this on the front of it and you might find that they have a chihuahua or something, so it might not be appropriate, but it can be used if you know somebody who's lost their dog, and it's similar to this. The stamp does come with another image, which I'll show you. This one, he's gorgeous. And there we go. I didn't do it. Coloured in with Copic markers. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. Have a super Easter weekend. If you haven't already, can I please ask you to like and subscribe, and please share my videos, but also please check, because again, there is something going off where your subscriptions are being just automatically removed. So just check you are still subscribing, and thanks to everybody who has subscribed so far. Thanks very much. See you all soon. Bye.